Well, she about to show us? I don't want to see. I don't want to see. She's about to show us in shaky cam like I'm scared. Or whatever it's called, found footage type energy. I don't want to see. I don't want to see for myself, Carol. Just summarize it. Oh, I don't want to know. Oh, it's ahead. Oh, it's ahead. Oh, it's ahead. If you are watching this on YouTube, you're going to be seeing a cut-up version. If you want to check out a longer extended cut, basically full cut, please feel free to check out my Patreon. The link is in the bio and in the description. I would love to have you there. Yeah. Hello and welcome back. I am Yassi and I'm ready to yap. Let's get into it. We're watching episode 6 of PLURIBUS today. I am nervous because we left on a very ambiguously, scary element and I don't know what's gonna be, but my guess is cannibalism and that is scary. So not really into that, worried. So yeah, we'll see what it is, what it's giving. But yeah, that's all I have to say for now. Let's see. Oof. Yep, she's out. She's nervous. The immediate thought when you're looking in a freezer in a food facility is cannibalism, when they're all scared and stuff. It's scary to me psychologically because I don't know if it's gonna be posing a question of morally where we're at with that, and that creeps me out. That is definitely a fear a fearful conversation to me, because I don't know, I guess it's just existential. It gets at my existential fears. Well, she about to show us? I don't want to see. I don't want to see. She's about to show us in shaky cam like I'm scared. Or whatever it's called, found footage type energy.
Picture's worth 1,000 words, right? So
I don't want to see. I don't want to see for myself, Carol. Just summarize it. Oh, I don't want to know. Oh, it's ahead. Oh, it's ahead. Oh, it's ahead. Yeah, like I said in the last one, maybe they're going to be talking about the ethics of if they died naturally or whatever, how they're saying they don't kill. So if they don't kill animals but they still use animal whatever, they might just think of animals as no different than humans. I don't know. Human exceptionalism in general is an existential topic. I don't know if she's worried to send it through them this time because she's this might be the one that they actually care about, but can't she just ask them to not look in it? She asked for privacy at the other place and they theoretically gave it to her. Is she about to try and personally go and deliver this to people? She gonna call them up and be I would like one plane directly to the nearest person that's not afflicted. She's coming back for something. She's cleaning it off her floor. Oh god, it's this guy. Because this was the cover, was this type of energy. Just living it up, Gatsby. He just asked them all to speak French? Because he speaks French? Did he ask them all to act like people who would be at a party like this? Because he just wants to play pretend? Yeah, that's something I was going to say, and other things is it does have some elemental similarities to, in this aspect, what is it called? To Westworld, of the similar ethical dilemmas of some people having control over other people and where the ethics are in that. And even if they're not considered people particularly, that's not the same type of they're people anymore. But if people are just okay with it because they're something about them, whether or not in Westworld they're programmed to be okay with it, or in this their biological imperative makes them okay with it for whatever reason, maybe to make you feel happier or whatever, so that it helps them. But whatever reason, they're meant to be okay with it. At what point do we still say no, you're ethically wrong for asking for it, and for even engaging with this person at all, and whether or not like consent is a thing that can be applied in this situation. But yeah, and then also similarities to Arcane, actually, of just like the just this entire energy is very similar to Victor's commune, of, you know, just a lot of Victor's story of just saying like, you know, he was just like, well, it's, you know, he said a lot of stuff, but like let's see. Victor said, like, he said like, there's obviously, he said there's no prize to perfection, only an end to pursuit, but I understand now the message hidden within the pattern, the reason for our failures within the commune. The doctor was right, it's inescapable, humanity, our very essence, our emotions, rage, compassion, hate, two sides of the same coin, inextricably bound. He also said, this which inspires us to our greatest good is also the cause of our greatest evil. I thought I could bring an end to the world's suffering, but when every equation was solved, all that remained were fields of dreamless solitude. That one gets you. All that remained were fields of dreamless solitude. That feels very, that like a lot of his story feels very like, and a lot of his story and like how that went down has been very reminiscent. This has been very reminiscent for me of that, because in the beginning of Victor's story, I was kind of leaning towards like, why does this have to be bad? And like, because they weren't showing us the full aspects of it, and I was just like, why, you know, this does look kind of like a nice like community driven type of thing, but yeah, but it is just the paradox of like of free will. Yeah, and saying like, knowledge is a paradox. The more one understands, the more one realizes the vastness of his ignorance. Yeah, in the pursuit of great, we fail to do good. So yeah, I'm just coming in. This is Yasi from another time. I'm coming in to read another one because I forgot about it, but he said, this conflict, this senseless waste. I know their minds, Jace. They want better lives, but emotion clashes with reason. Humanity's self-corrupting contradiction. And then the other one is, he said, choice is false. I don't know exactly what he said, so I'm going to look it up. He said, choice is false. It is how we clothe and forgive the baser instincts that spur us to division. Death, war, prejudice. Energy spent only to consume itself. But we can be of one mind, united. That entire thing is giving this. And it didn't end well. It was not a good thing overall. And so yeah, that is just what it's giving. But anyway, in general, let's go back. We'll continue watching, but that is just like, yeah, Victor's story just felt very like reminiscent. It feels very, there's a lot of parallels, and that's what it reminds me of. So I wanted to just point that out, because that is, yeah, for anyone who has watched both. I want to know your thoughts of what you think about these two and comparing them. They feel very similar to me. Not a fan of this guy, but we already know that. He's really just like having them put on a show for him. He wants to be just like, he wants to live out all of his dreams or whatever at the expense of everyone else's autonomy.
$5 millions. Le record de la maison.
Okay, who cares? None of this is real. I wonder how much he's trying to do it. Like if it's trying to be like if he's really like set it up to be like, actually don't tell me, surprise me, or if he's just like, lose the game so that I'm the winner.
Une carte flush. Monsieur?
I have a full house or whatever. I don't know card terminologies. I don't play anything other than like BS. Literally the game BS. Oh my goodness. Bro really just wants to sit there. Hard to watch. Find it hard to take it lightly, because it's not light. This is everyone's autonomy. They're just being pushed into this weird thing. just for this man's entertainment. Also, maybe some similarities to WandaVision, but that was obviously like trauma-induced stuff, and there was also like more of like they were like actively struggling against it and actively having to act rather than like they were being like controlled by her, but in a very different way than they're being controlled here. So it's like, yeah, not to necessarily make comparisons over like which one is morally worse necessarily, but yeah, that they're very different. Although I will say the non-consensual sexual shit is definitely way worse than Wanda, because she didn't do that. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see this. It's torturous.
Vous allez avoir un visiteur.
Why in the world did Carol come to see him? If that's the case. I like that they had the bubbles strategically placed. This is good that they're doing that with the bubbles. Disgusting. It's annoying that he can just play into this like I'm nice to women type of thing, like I'm a good guy, because when every woman is just there to be a doll for your amusement, it's probably easier to be nice to them, I guess. Is it just because this was the closest to her that she could just drive to without their help, or what's up? And why would he be here? Why didn't he go home? Or, yeah. I mean, I guess like I've heard that there's may not be the best type of stuff going on. Obviously now that wouldn't be as much of a problem if it was like war related or something, but maybe it's just like, you know, he just wants the casino type energy, and that's here. She needs to meet up with dude in Paraguay. Okay, thank God man's clothed.
Do you, have a TV in this barn?
Yeah.
Impressive.
I mean, it's definitely not going to be enough to make him be like, oh, I'm going to turn against them for the greater good. But I wonder if he will be like, at least a little stirred. Or if he's just going to be like, it ain't my business.
You might want to sit down. Seriously. Because I am telling you, what you are about to witness...
Is this about them eating people?
Yeah.
What?
That's crazy.
It is troubling.
Hello, Carol. We're John Cena, and we're here to address the questions you may be
John Cena.
regarding our food supply. We're facing a caloric deficit, and to make up for it, we've had to take certain measures.
Oh my goodness.
This is how we get our sustenance.
But they can't just have liquid. That's already a problem. Like, I've researched all liquid diets. Not that I was ever trying to only drink liquid, but in general, like when you have problems with like swallowing or something, you know, you might feel like a liquid diet, but it does like really affect your body to have only liquids. You need other types of foods to be able to, so that it processes slower and all types of stuff.
We hope that clears things up. As always, your well-being is of the utmost importance to us.
Yeah, so it's pretty much what I was thinking. I wonder why they didn't make that video earlier.
I am in no way pleased with the idea of these people eating human flesh. None of us are.
Us?
Yeah, so
Who's us?
all of them know.
We stay in touch.
Damn, this is rough for Carol.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's.
All 12 of
Oh no.
There's a gentleman in Paraguay.
Yeah.
Chaperones reach out.
Y'all need to become friends because y'all are the main
But
ones.
the other 11 of us,
Oh, this is hurtful.
Potluck suppers, whatnot?
we meet occasionally.
Okay.
Tuesdays and Fridays.
Oof, the FOMO. Because it's literally you have nobody else. Nobody at all. That's crazy.
Took a vote. It was not unanimous. But the majority felt your presence might prove disruptive. Also, our non-English speakers were perhaps a bit offended that you did not invite them to join us.
Yeah. Yeah, I would understand that for sure.
I'm sorry, Carol. Ultimately, this is not about you.
I hate that they're just. I hate that like everything about him is supposed to just be like, I'm you know, I'm Switzerland. I'm just super like, you know, objective about all of this. I just have a clear head and a clear mind, except for that I just am constantly non-consensually forcing myself upon a bunch of people because I don't understand consent. But yeah, I'm just the most level-headed person. No. Anyway, so yeah, it is what it is. Just hate that. Oh, Carol feels super dejected and rejected. What are you gonna do? You could be the most independent person in the world. If everyone in the entire world disappears except for like 12 people and they don't even like you, it's gonna get to anybody. That's not to say that it's their fault that they don't like her, but still. I don't know, I get a little black and white when it comes to certain issues, and so usually I like to stay in like can find the nuance in things, and it's not to say that I can't, but when it gets to certain issues, and the top one being sexual assault, it's hard for me to find like the warmth in my heart to be like, oh, but these are sweet. Like I can see that this is supposed to be sweet, and it's nice to see somebody offering some warmth and kindness to Carol, but I don't like this dude.
Ah, you're awake. Once again, your timing is perfect.
Making some avocado toast. Fair enough. Okay, just mushing the eggs on there too. Is he following her? Yeah, he's trying to figure out what she's doing. Do it as well. What's up with this? You just trying to empathize or something and be like, let's see how you live. See things from your perspective.
So, what are your plans?
Well,
That's interesting that they're not explaining that to us at all, and she didn't even notice.
Maybe you will have some ideas on how to save these people from starvation.
I'm not understanding why I get that it's like, it's not going to be super easy and possible for them to make everything, but they could at least try to be like, how much could we get done if we 12 or 13 got together and manually did like you told us what parts, like you just made the parts, if that's possible, and then we put the parts together and we made the robots. Because I don't know how far it goes of like we can't even start we can't even do something that's going to lead to possible killing, because like that's not true. Like anything that they're doing could technically lead to killing if these 12 want to kill and they're like, I need food in order to survive to kill people. Like you're providing them with food. So I don't know where the boundaries are on that, where the what the limitations are, but yeah, I don't know, like, because that's something that it seems like, I don't know if they're getting into that or if I'm just doing too much, like if I'm going a little too far, but like it seems like they're being like, well, anything that's going to actually have us get involved, we don't want to do it, so how can you guys just help yourselves?
listen to me. The only way to save these lunatics is to turn them back the way
Gotta
they
change
were.
the way you're speaking.
There is a way to reverse this. Help me find it. Do you seriously think the world is a better place now?
Yes, he does. He has everything he wants. It's not peaceful. It's whatever.
Well, once they turn us, we're gonna starve right along with them.
They cannot turn us. Not without our consent.
Now my dude understands consent. Now dude has heard that word before. Now he's like, oh wait, Epiphany, there's something called consent, and it applies to me and no one else.
Something they cannot do without our permission.
He's creepy.
Regrettably, as of this time, I prefer not to.
Why? Why? You think that you might have to do some things you don't want to do? I'm sure you'll just want to sleep with random men that you don't know. I'm sure that's what will happen. Some random, whatever dude's left in here that wants to possibly sleep with you, I'm sure you'll just want to sleep with him because that's how this works. You'll just want to sleep with him because the collective will want to sleep with him. And that'll be okay. He won't be weird and going against your consent. They're really never going to skip over that. I like it. It's an interesting choice to just keep it in every time.
I am officially going on record that I do not consent. You will not lay a finger on me.
Interesting choice.
Not she's just inadvertently a cop, but it is what it is.
They want to come back, Carol. They're just looking for a change of heart.
Fuck 'em.
She obviously has like an unfortunate disposition, but I mean, I do agree with her in the long run. Okay, a couple days passing, 3 days. 9/18, that's my mama's birthday. We back with Paraguay man. Yes. I forgot his name. What's his first name? Do we know? I think so. Yeah, they said it, but I forgot. So yeah, I am lost on this. Are these what? I don't really know what these are. What these numbers are. It's stations of something? Radio station? Or no. I'm not even gonna guess. Okay, radio, but is he just gonna like that's what I was wondering from like the first episode. Are they gonna find more people that they just hadn't been aware of? Because I'm guessing the people that they weren't aware of might have been like off grid or something, and so that's why like when they were comparing like based off of being like, okay, who do we have with us, y'all, roll call, and they're comparing with like all of the records that they know from all of the people that they have collected. They were just having everyone who was documented and recorded, but I'm guessing a lot of like undocumented, like off the grid people would maybe be, not a lot of, but those people might be the people that they don't have. I really do want Carol to just take a trip down to Paraguay. And are these Carol's messages? Yeah. Okay, so maybe he'll take a trip to hers. In general, he'll just know now that she is like him. But he doesn't mess with them at all, so he's probably not gonna be the one taking a trip. If anything, she is. He might at least like respond to her or something. It's interesting how they're having like all of his time that we have on screen is super quiet because he is in communication with nobody.
To my 12 fellow survivors,
Dulcie?
greetings. I'm Carol Sturka. There is a way to undo this situation, to turn the world back the way it's supposed to be. They can't lie, which is yet another thing I've discovered.
She just gives herself that look. I'm just discovering things. I'm a discoverer. Call me Christopher Columbus.
Who knows? Maybe in that last fleeting moment, you might just realize you treasure your individuality.
It's interesting how they have this like super inspirational like patriot music playing. It sounds like we're watching like fucking Independence Day or something. Oh, he out and about. So dark. Because he's not in contact with them, so when they turn out the lights, he wasn't like, turn them back on. Oh. So whose like apartment is he at right now? Is it his old apartment or something? Like, is he just staying at his place of work because it's a more well gated and stuff? Or what? I just feel like my dad just feels like he would be like this. Like he thinks he would be like this. I can imagine him slightly being like this, but also giving up maybe a little bit early for, at least on the food front. Sorry, Dad. Sorry, Papa. Not trying to call you like low willpower, but me too, I would as well. Okay, car. Okay. Where is he trying to take this car? Oh no. Not the car's just broken. Yeah. Right. Okay, so whatever plan he had before. Oh, I know you're not about to do this. Is this about to be his like actual mother? Is this the one who they keep sending to him? How uncanny. This like in the darkness type shit would just make it so much more uncanny and creepy. Ugh, and this smile.
Mi mamá es una cabrona.
Okay, let's not talk like that about your mother, or any woman for that matter. And is this gonna be okay? Does your break still work well? And so maybe Carol was on the nose, except we don't call women that, but she did say that. Okay, so that's this one. Alright, y'all. Yeah, I feel like I've said a lot of my thoughts in there. I think like it is like, yeah, a lot of stuff I wanted to bring up was like the Victor, like Arcane parallel and Westworld parallel. And yeah, still not warming up to what's his face. I can see what they want his character to be like, but it's just too huge of a, it's not, it entirely colors the rest of who you are as a person when you are like, yeah, when you are a sexual assaulter. So yeah, no, there's that. And but yeah, obviously it's really rough for Carol right now. She's super being like, she's just become aware of how, just to what extent she's been rejected by everybody. Yeah, and if they're waiting for a change of heart in Carol for her to come back, then that might take a minute. But yeah, also like, yeah, so good thing that the food thing didn't really go on for that long. Kind of they just came right out with it, but yeah, so, and they're not really necessarily saying that it's like completely justified, or that it's like they just are like, this is the better way. They're just saying like, this is what we're working with. And yeah, I still think that's, you know, something that we, you know, questionable. We should talk about this, but it is what it is. But yeah, so in general, these are my thoughts for this one. I do have to go, so I can't be as long, I can't say as much, but I will be back for episode 7. Yeah, thank you for watching this episode with me, and yeah, I'll see you in episode 7. Thanks guys, see you next time.